Hi, welcome to my video on solve a triangle using the sine law. But before I start, I'd like to further do an explanation on my video number 6, page 5 of 5, number 3. We had this diagram that triangle I gave, and I had to find the measure of angle x, and we found out the measure of angle x to be 23 or 157. So I put 23 in. I put the 157 in, and we found that 140 plus 157 was too large. But what I neglected to do is that if this angle in this triangle right here is 140, then if this other angle right here, or this one, is 157, that means it moves off in like that at 157 degrees, and as you can see, we have no triangle. I just wanted to do a further explanation on that from video 6. Now let's proceed to solve a triangle using the sine law. Solve the triangle. Solve the triangle means find all missing parts. So we're going to have the angles go to the nearest degree and have the lengths go to the nearest tenth. An example, solve the triangle. It means find all the missing parts. Well, we have two angles. So if we take 180 and we subtract 110 and we subtract 22, then that will give us 48 degrees. So that means that angle B is 48 degrees. So angle B is 48 degrees. Now we need to find the lengths of the other sides. And notice we have an angle and a side opposite the angle, so we're able to use the sine law. So the sine of 110, make it 110, sine of 110 over 36 is the sine of 22, make that a sine of 22 degrees, and let's call this side here AB, so we'll keep it straight. Cross multiply, so 36, so AB, take a shortcut, AB is going to be 36 sine 22, there's the cross product, divided by the sine of 110. Saves less work when you do that. And you just got to be careful that when you work that out, the sine, and I'll put the calculator here. Here we go, turn on the calculator, and we have 36 sine 22 division sine 110. There it is, and we hit enter, and we get 14.35. So the answer to the nearest tenth is 14.4. So we found AB to be 14.4. Now we need to get the length of AC. So the sine of 110 over 36 is the sine of 48 over AC. And again, AC. So 36 times sine 48 divided by the sine of 110. And we plug that in our calculator, and we have, clear the calculator, we have 36 sine 48 division sine 110. Notice I close that angle off there with the bracket, and that gives us 28.47, so that's 28.5. So we solved the triangle. We found all of the missing parts. That's one. So to solve the triangle means find all the missing angles and all the missing sides. And we're using the sine law to do that. because we have an angle and a side opposite. Again, we're going to practice this, so if you want, you can pause my video and work this out on your own. So, notice we have an angle and a side opposite, so we're able to solve the triangle. So, and notice it's an ASS this time. Again, the other time it wasn't an ASS, but this is a possible ASS, so we could have an ambiguous case here. We could have two triangles. So let's check. Here we go. We're going to call, we have this, so we're going to get angle F. So the sine of 87 divided by 24.6 is the sine of F over 12. And this time, the unknown is here, so the sine of F is 12 sine 87 divided by 24.6. And we'll use our calculator just to show you plugging that in. So here we go. I'm going to clear it. So it's 12 sine 87 division 24.6. And that gives us 0.48. So it gives us 0.4871. So the sine of F is 0.4871. So angle F is sine to the negative 1, 0.4871. And so angle F, and we'll put that in the calculator. Notice I have the answer here, so I go inverse sine, and now I'll pick up the answer. Second function answer, put a bracket there, and I'll get 29 to the nearest 29.2, so to the nearest degree is 29. But also, remember, think about it, sine is positive in quadrant 1 and 2. So in quadrant 1, you got a 29 degree reference angle. So we got a 29 degree reference angle in quadrant 2. So the rotation around there is 180 degrees minus the 29 reference. So that gives us 151 degrees. But 151 going for angle F can't work, because 151 and 87 adds up to 237. So we can't use 151. So we can use F to be a 29. Now, that means we have angle E is 180 minus 87 minus 29. So angle E ends up to be 64 degrees. So we found angle F, found angle E, they're in degrees. So we need to get FD. So the sine of 87 degrees over 24.6 is the sine of 64 over FD. And notice we have cross multiply here. So FD is going to equal to 24.6. These multiply together. And divided by the sine of 87. Okay, let's put down our calculator here. And we don't 24.6 sine 64 division sine 87. And we have FD coming out to 22.1. And we have another triangle solved. Okay, let's continue. Practice find all missing parts again. Again, you notice we have a possible ASS. That means you could have two possible triangles. So again, the sine of 32 degrees over 8. And so to work this out, let's go with an A, a B, and a C, so we can keep track of the angles that we're getting. So I'm putting an A, B, and a C in here. And if I want, I need to get angle A. So this is the sine of A over 10. And to solve this, the sine of A, so is equal to 10 sine 32 divided by 8. So the sine of A, and 10 sine 32 divided by 8, that's 10 sine 32 divided by 8 gives me 6624, decimal 6624, decimal 6624. So angle A is sine to the negative 1 of 0.6624. And I'll bring back the calculator now. So I go inverse sine, and let's pick up our answer. Second function, answer's in yellow, hit that button. I didn't have to type my answer in. And I have 41.48. So the nearest degree is, angle A is 41. And so we have to, again, check out. Again, sine is positive in quadrants 1 and 2. So we got a 41 degree here. Second quadrant, we have a 41 reference. And just to add sugar to coffee, everything is positive in 1. And sine is positive in 2. So sine is positive in 1 and 2. Tan is positive in 3. Cos is positive in 4. So that means that the other angle is 180 minus the 41. So that other angle is 139 degrees. So now we have two possible angles. So let's check. 41 is going to work. So we take this triangle and we make 32, 8, 10, and we make that a 41. And so that means that this angle right here is going to be, that's, did I say 41? Okay. So add them up and subtract from 180, you'll get a 107. So we're able to work on this side here called AB, and that will complete it. So let's do that. So we get the sine of 32 over 8 is the sine of 107 over AB. So AB becomes 8 sine 107, 8 times sine of 107 divided by the sine of 32. And when you work all that out with a calculator, you can. But then in a calculator, you get a 14.4. So now let's look at 139. So we have that, and there's the 32. So what we have, there's the 32 degree angle, and the other angle is, as we said, 139. So it branches off like that at 139 degrees. So instead of this side going over here, it goes up through here. And so that means that this is a 10, this is an 8. So that's 139 and 139 and 32. That's 171. So this angle right here is a 9 degrees. So this is the ambiguous case is there's another possible triangle. But this angle here is 41 degrees, acute. This angle is obtuse. So this triangle can exist. So we do the sine of 32 over 8. And this is the sine of 9 degrees over this other side is called AB. Again, if you think about it, you got a 9 is here, so this is AB. AB. So AB is 8 sine 9 divided by the sine of 32 degrees. And we plug that in our calculator, and we're going to get it all. Let's just make sure on that now, just to make sure. 8 sine 9 division sine 32, and we get 2.36, so it's 2.4. And notice this one came out to be two triangles because the 41 fitted in to give me 107, the 139 fitted in to give me an angle of 9, so we worked out two possible triangles in this case. So that's solving triangles, but we had the ambiguous case in one of the very important to do, because remember when you use sine to get an angle in a triangle can be in quadrant 1 or in quadrant 2, so you have to check both. And if you like my video, click the like button, click the subscribe button if you're not a subscriber. Visit my math website, www.mathfullyexplained.com, to find more information about me, my videos, and the content. That's the content that's on my YouTube channel called Math Fully Explained. Thank you for viewing my video. Bye-bye.